What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat with Rusty from Champions Chat, who is the original idea holder of the power ratings. And Rusty, we're going to keep using your creation to power rate Solo Sikoa, the new tribal chief. What do you think of Mr. Sikoa?
Well, here's what I think of Solo. First of all, I have been so frustrated over the previous months of getting a Mysterio's mask in my premium play bag. And the first thing Lee texted me was, "You'll never believe it. We've got a way to use the mask, and it's a good thing." And I was like, no way they did that. So I'm excited to see Lee put the Mysterio's mask into play tonight. I'm excited to see your votes in the chat. And if you're watching this later on demand, join us on a Friday night. Get here in the Twitchverse with us and get your vote in on the next power rating, as Solo just spins around like a whirling dervish.
Sorry, yeah. When I'm making sure that I don't interject and cut you off, because with the delays and stuff, sometimes I start talking. I'm like, oh crap! I just totally cut off Rusty. Anyway, but yeah, one SME says it's about time for that plate to get some love. Well, here it is. It took me a minute to remember how I ran him, which is crazy because I just did his video like 5 days ago, 4 days ago, whatever, 3 days ago, something like that. But done a lot of videos since then. So here's how we're running Sikoa. The running hip attack, 5 MP purple move. Deal damage, increase your yellow MP by 9. And by the way, if you go up against Roman Reigns, the new Roman Reigns, and he unleashes bleed on you, then you will deal damage and make 13 random gems into leech. So this Solo is a counter to new Roman. Oof.
His bleed reversal?
He has bleed reversal, yeah. You don't tell me I ain't got time to bleed. 7 MP.
My own blood.
No one makes me bleed my own blood. Oh, 7 MP yellow, Samoan drop, deal damage, decent amount, 3 million, and choose a 1x5 area to make into heal gems of strength 3 million plus. Samoan spikes, the last thing, finish it off, deal another 3 million damage, make 49 random gems into purple, and pin the opponent. So that reloads itself. Life's good. You need woods right here to start loaded turn 1, and that is it. And then there's a number of choices you can make here. You could buff the finisher with Mutant Balor, but I prefer to run yellow moves +2 and yellow's moves do 100% more damage with Asuka. Ironically, to 2Bob's point on the last video, I pulled up not Final Boss Rock, Roman OTC, and looked at that and I was like, I don't actually care about buffing my heal gems with this move set, so it's actually better to use Asuka and get the 2 MP. But you could run the new Roman here as well. Then you've got Hall of Fame Rick Rude for 40% more yellow move damage, and the Bird is the Word for 40% more move damage. Again, you could buff the finisher instead, but then instead of buffing both moves, you're only buffing one move, and so on and so forth. Just to note... What's that?
Gobbledygooker is pretty rare, isn't he?
Gooker is pretty rare, but so he's 40%. There is a very, very not rare trainer. I think it's Hall of Fame Honky Tonk or something like that that does 30%. So you'd be fine. Cool. Run it with Roman to see the difference? Okay, I can do that in a minute, Brother Ray. Just to note, this moveset does not take advantage in any way, aside from the purple gems do 50% more damage and the reduction of damage. But the moves themselves do not get buffed in any way by this moment. So let's not say that is something he needs for his power rating. It's not actually doing anything for him. However, you do need or want the Mysterio's Mask plate. Whenever you make 5 or more heal gems, increase your yellow move damage by 125% for 2 turns. We've got a 50% move damage strap with double takedown 2s and a 200% yellow move damage right there. I'm done talking, Rusty. Go ahead.
Just when I think Mysterio's mask can't get any dumber, it goes and totally redeems itself.
Right. Totally redeemed
I
themselves.
legit think I have 5 of them in my inventory. And I do
Right.
not have Motu Ray. So I have 0 targets for that plate.
Oh wow, crazy. Um, so in the post 99 MP era, you're going to run the purple move first. Just to note, when there is 99 MP, if you've got them, you can run this twice. I'm not going to show that because that is not what we're power rating to, but you can hit this and then fill it and then hit it again. But in the after his 99 MP wears out, you use the pooper. Use the pooper move, the purple move. Now you're hitting 17.7 million right here. You're going to drop 1x5 area into heal gems, which has just buffed your finisher. And from the 17 million, you are now doing 23 million. So that is 40 million plus what is this? 1.3 or is that 13 million damage? 1.3 million damage. So you're at about 45 million damage turn 1 with this. All in, all through.
The poop move.
Plus the purples, yeah, and the purples hit for something. I think 3 million. So you're in that 45 to 50 million range with that move set.
Ooh, doggy.
Yeah, it's not phenomenal. But there is a way it can hit harder. But the Ghostbuster plate does not exist. We can use it if you want to see it. But the Ghostbuster place does not exist. Yeah.
We know that. No, so, okay, let me just say this. We're talking move damage. Not only are we talking move damage, we're talking move damage from heal gems from a obsolete plate. So,
right?
What'd you say, 60 mil, Lee? That's fantastic.
No, it wasn't 60 million. It was 45 to 50 million consistently.
Okay, all right. So regardless, that's fantastic for what we're doing here. Well, it's fantastic FOR. What we're doing here is a move damage in a gem damage meta with an obsolete plate that everyone has and using a special gem that should not work in the 6 gold meta. So I'm okay with that.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe I'm the lone voice that's saying that, but like that feels kind of different and fun to me. That's kind of acro-domish, which is what I love about this game.
Yeah,
an unorthodox moveset. I'm getting to do something unique and original with solo, so I'm excited about that. This is a fresh build, very fresh build.
Yeah, I like it. And just for the people in the chat who said put Roman on there, Roman literally does the exact same amount of damage. You just did a little bit more on the heal gems or whatever their strength was. So you healed yourself more is all you did. You didn't actually hit him harder. You just healed yourself more. So there's that one. Man, it has been a hot minute since I did his builds. I need to remember what his other move set is. There it is. Never mind, I found it.
Do you want me to check our YouTube and see what you did?
Yeah, you might need to, because my brain is a little bit fuzzy here. Well, that's this one right here now. All right. Yep. Okay. So we do the Savate kick. 5 MP purple move, deal damage, increase your blue MP by 9. The Samoan splash, deal damage, and make 40 random gems into pyro gems, which will modify all gems above it into purple gems when broken by you. By the way, that means that Roman is also a counter to Samoa Joe Solo here, if you like to use this moveset. And then blue 10 MP spinning solo, deal damage, increase your purple gem damage by 280% for 1 turn. And then the finisher, deal another set of damage and choose 2 rows to destroy and pin the opponent. That was a lot. It's going to take me a minute to set up his stuff. So go.
Lee, in the video, you used Jerry Lawler, Jacob Fatu, Mae Young, and Tamatanga. That was the entourage that you used in the Break It Down.
Jerry Lawler. Oh, for the Blues to start? No, that shouldn't be right.
Okay, I'll fast forward.
Purple moves. Yeah, make sure we're on the right moveset, because We wouldn't need Jerry Lawler. We need the purple move to start loaded turn 1.
Yeah, let's see. I'm just.
Oh no, it was Blue Tista. Hold on. I use Blue Tista. Is the no? Huh.
I think you might have meant to use Woods.
Yeah.
King Woods. I mean Xavier Woods, and then you just said, "I'm just putting a placeholder here to show you it's a 4MP." So that's what it is.
Okay, thank goodness. I know I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy today. I don't think.
No, you mentally made a note of like, I'm just showing you a 4MP trainer.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
Yeah.
And then who else did I use? Mae Young and who?
Mae Young and Tamatanga.
Tamatanga. Yeah, why is Tamatanga not in the previously used here, guys? Sorry, I normally set these up beforehand. I thought I had everything ready for this stream, but I did not today. So,
okay. Hey, next week, come back and power rate with us again, because we're going to be looking at the most talked about. Maybe Roman's the most talked about now, but early on, everyone has had one name on their mouths and on their fingers as they chatted, and that is Jacob, the Samoan werewolf, Fatu. So we're going to look at Jacob Fatu next week. I think maybe Tamatanga along with him. We'll decide unless there's another surprise superstar. We just want to do the hottest superstars when they're hot.
That's right. And Jacob Fatu is hot. Like, he is the hottest in the game. I personally want him more than I want Muta. I know. I'm sorry.
More than you want Roman?
More than I want Roman? Maybe. By the way, we need to tell Furpo that there's almost no more strap, the currency on there. I almost can't. There's only 56K. I can't move any more straps after this one. So better hope we get it right.
Here making their videos and running their streams, use them all. So by the time it gets to Friday to us, there's none left.
Crazy.
It's the curse of Friday streamer.
Curse of the Friday streamer. Hey, what plates did I use on that, by the way? The pyro plate, and what else?
I thought I'll find it again, but I thought you had a moment of bliss or something like that on him.
Oh, did I? Okay, well then we're good.
I'll pull it back up real quick.
I mean, there's not another pyro plate in there, so we should be good.
You used the Twilight Ritual and the Piper plate.
Okay, so we're fine with this. The Twilight Ritual is not going to do anything special. Okay, well then, sorry. All that now to get to this. My apologies, we're ready to go. The Savate Kick, 5 MP purple, deal damage, increase your blue MP by 9. Samoan Splash, 7 MP blue, but it doesn't matter because the purple loads it. Deal damage, make 40 random gems into Pyro, which will modify all gems above it into purple. And then the Spinning Solo, deal damage, increase your purple gem damage by 280% for 1 turn. And then the finisher hits with more damage, and you choose more gems to destroy. You need Woods to start loaded turn 1. Batista gives you 200% more pyro gem damage, and since you're making so many of them, that's the way to go. Mae Young, pyro gems do 100% more damage, and green moves that deal damage doesn't matter. And then Tamatanga, purple gems do 30%, and moves that create pyro gems will create 3 more. So you're creating 43, almost the entire board, turning the whole thing purple. We've got a 50% gem damage strap now, not move damage, but gem damage strap on him. Double Fury 2s, and the Piper plate, you're only getting 100% goodness out of it, but it's still 100% goodness, so you might as well call that good as well. You could use the Bubba Ray specs as well, but you'd only hit it once, so that'd be 50% instead of 100%. And right now, as of this recording, there's not a regular plate that I would care about. Notice this one does take advantage now of the new Bloodline moment, because we are focusing on our purple gem damage right here, and pyro gems are also doing 100% more damage with that. So that's the rarest of the things he's got attached to him right now. Everything else is pretty straightforward. I mean, Batista was free. Mae Young and this guy right here, Tamatanga, are both A tiers, so they are not hard to get, though not everyone will get him. Oh, we're doing the giveaway after the power rating? Okay.
right? Just power ratings and then pulls. So
Yeah. All right.
giveaway will be about 15 minutes. So stick with us. I'll post that link in the chat if you're watching on demand. Join us on Friday nights because we're always doing power ratings and giveaways and having fun. But you just got to enter the chat to find out.
You got to enter the chat. Well, this worked out pretty perfectly because the entire bottom row got pyro gemmed. So you can see it took us 15 seconds to run those moves at most. Then you just break one row. If you need to, you can break a second row. It makes purples. It makes purples. That was 64 million. Done. 64 million. He does need both the Piper plate and the moment, however, to hit 64 million. So just so we're aware, he can hit over 60 million. He does need a couple things to do it. That's the move set I think we power rate because the move damage based didn't hit over 60 million. It required a little bit more stuff. So I think I'm ready if you are to go to the power rating.
I'm ready. I've posted the giveaway link, but I'm going to be pulling it down here in about 3 minutes when we start our polls. So go ahead, friends, enter that giveaway now because we'll be doing it right after Solo's power rating finishes.
I before E except after C. Okay, got it. All right, so Sola Sikoa, the new tribal chief, with that previous move set right there, he can hit over 60 million, so it is a 5 for that. At least 2 of the following are true. His move that charges everything else is 6 MP or less, recycles flawlessly, the animations were quick, he would win in feud in under 45 seconds. However, where we're going to start seeing it take a little bit more of a hit here is that he does need some special things. So for a 5 on readiness, he would need 0 or 1 special things. He at least needs the Piper plate and the moment to hit over 60 million. For a 4, character needs 2 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare trainer, or etc. For a 3, character needs 3 special things, and for a 2, character needs 4 special things. Rusty, over to you, friend.
All right, I am typing up the poll now, and what I'm thinking about too is, Lee, they're saying like Solo seems a little more mid than I thought. Poll is live, but here's the thing: we don't know. We don't know how much bleed damage is going to be in the meta. Also, we don't know how. I'm sorry. There's the readiness poll, friends. I don't know how much I'm going to need to heal myself. What if we get into some higher metas where we actually need it? Also, what if he were to get a new plate or a new moment or a new, I don't know, gear, something that elevates him? So we're going to rate him based on what we know about him at the time. We don't have any of those things that affect him. So that's probably why he feels mid. It's because he's not affected by the very valuable moment that he's a part of. Why?
Yeah.
Why is it not?
Right? Well, and for this one, I know the poll's about to go down, but it really depends on how you consider Tamatonga and Mei Young. If you consider them rare trainers, then yeah, he needs a lot. He needs a lot.
So this was a very divided vote, but the 4s have it at 67%. Is there? So that's a total of 10 votes. So I wonder if there's anything different on Discord.
So Discord for Solo is very, like Roman, there's a number of votes. Solo, there's very little, to be honest here. So on readiness, there are 2s. There's 2 2s, and that's it. One of them is 2 Bob, which said for readiness, he's a 2. He needs a moment, he needs a strap, he probably needs a skill plate, if not 2. He needs more solid entourage abilities. This dude needs it all to just barely scrape his way into the top 10 showboats, so he gets a very low rank on the readiness scale from me. I think we showed him needing 2 things pretty confidently, and then it just depends on how rare you consider Mei and Tamatonga. For me, with them being A tiers, I think that's fairly accessible to the community. So I'm between a 3 and a 4, but Discord is confidently 2s and Twitch is confidently 4s.
That's why I'm surprised Bob rated him that low. I mean, he's asking for things that don't exist, though. So how can we say he needs this rare item that is not available or does not exist? I don't think that's a very fair criteria. Well, normally I think Bob's a very fair person.
Yeah,
I think that's a little unfair.
I would agree. I mean, I think the chat's now chiming in there. They said, Jamanko said, thinking about the biggest part of the community, May and Tama are not common, at least right now. Baby Ice says split it down the middle. So deems the baby referee. Okay. And then Rusty Graves says, enter tonight's giveaway. Like the video of Roman's breakdown on the Champions channel, and then comment your in-game name for a chance to win Tama's chest skill plate. There you go. Evolution says, would you waste a Piper plate on a showboat that doesn't effectively use it? That's also completely fair.
Great point.
Completely fair.
I would not use the Piper plate on Solo.
So I think 3 is, I mean, our judge and jury has said 3 between Baby Ice and everybody in the chat. Bob said 2. I mean, I think we split the middle. The vote was 4. It seems like it's divisive enough. We need to go lower than the vote, which would be 3.
There we go. We always round down. If this is your first power rating with us, there's over 100 of you on stream with us tonight. Cast your votes, but just know this: we never inflate the numbers. We will always err on the side of a strict or conservative vote so that we do not dupe the community in any way. We would always rather you be pleasantly surprised than extremely disappointed.
Yep, agreed. And I'm not extremely disappointed with Solo, but even if you watch our breakdown videos, he was the first one I did, and I was still like, I don't know that. I mean, if I get Solo, that's amazing, but he's nowhere near Regal. He's nowhere near Seth Rollins. He's nowhere near Vader. And I get that those are super rare characters, but he's a super rare, like he's a S+ tier, so we have to put him in with the other rare ones.
Corner with ultra powerful showboats to where now a great showboat looks kind of lackluster because he's not a game-breaking showboat.
Right.
I mean, I think that's the bar is so high, and Solo does not meet the bar.
Yeah, even Maxine last month did 120 million easy. I mean, easy. Right. And she needs the Piper plate. So if I get Solo, I'm not taking my paper. I've got 2 Piper plates. One's on Regal, one's on Maxine. That's where those are staying. He's not winning it. So I'm not saying he's bad. Let us not poo-poo him. But as multiple people in the chat have now said, Jacob Fatu is the win this month.
Maybe they'll give him that Godfather gear, the little carnation on his jacket, and he'll be doing 900% yellow move damage.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, this Solo is good. He's really good. Yes. It's just such a loaded class.
Yes.
Such a loaded class.
Comparison, he's fair.
Yes. Yeah.
To the top showboats.
What's up, Dylan the Villain? Go ahead.
I feel the way about Solo probably the way we would about Grayson Waller.
Oh, wow.
I think he's in there in that area of showboat.
Wow.
That's not an insult. People love Grayson Waller. They use him all the time. He's many people in the community's top showboat.
Gotcha.
That's how I feel about Solo. He will be many people's top showboat, but he is not that elite tier showboat. So we don't have to be disappointed.
Right.
But we don't have to compare either. We don't have to compare up to Regal. Let's compare down to Grayson Waller and go, yeah, he's pretty good showboat.
Okay, that's fair. I like that because, I mean, in fairness, anybody compared to Regal is going to suffer in that category. Evolution said compare him to Sheamus. Sheamus with the moment, for sure, would be right in that same thing. Waller's good. Yeah. Well, let's do our last 2. Versatility. For a 5 versatility, characters competitively usable in Feud, Boss, and Showdown, And the character has a special gem type, which will work in Extreme Rules, Gem Mania, and so on. For a 4, character is competitively usable in 2 of those 3 modes and has a special gem type. For a 3, character is competitively usable in 1, Feud, Boss, or Showdown, may be a sleeper occasionally for Boss. And for a 2, character is not strong in any competitive modes, but may be capable of winning in tours and blitzes. Over to you, Rusty.
Poll is live, and if you've just joined, stick around. The giveaway is happening in less than 10 minutes, friends. So let's get those versatility votes in. Lee, is he going to use the new Bloodline link, or is he going to use which link is going to help him in a showdown the most?
Well, the new Bloodline link, I think, is pretty awesome for any of them because it's 50% less gem damage from any color, and the new moment is 50%. So effectively, you've got double 50%, which I know should just equal 100%. I just never trust when you stack.
Nice.
When I used to work at Sears, they would intentionally stack percents on percents because it didn't actually add up to the full number you thought it did.
Right. So potentially he'll be hard to knock out, is what you're saying. So, I mean, it's kind of like you're playing whack-a-mole, right? You're trying to bonk him on the head, but he just doesn't die, right? The 3s have it overwhelmingly.
Pretty overwhelmingly, yeah. I was going to say, on versatility, actually, Tubob was a 4 there. He says he's going to be okay in Feud. He's going to be okay in Boss. He is not going to be good in Showdown, but that's pretty much where the buck stops with him. He's not going to be most players' go-to character, let alone even their go-to showboat. Honestly, a very lackluster release for S+ tier. There you go. So 3, I think 3 wins it. Bob's a little high. The community's a little low. We kind of meet in the middle, right? That's a 3.
So I had a conversation earlier tonight about Devon Dudley, my love of Devon Dudley. Somebody was arguing with me against Devon, and I finally said this. He's a situational superstar, right? In certain situations, he's going to crush it, and you've got to bring him in the right situation. And that's what a deep roster is going to do for you. What happens if bleed damage is amplified in a boss battle? Right? What happens if, anyway, the Acro Devon, right? My showboat killer. I love him in a feud, but I don't love him in all situations.
That's right.
I love him against Acros.
I could see a 3 or a 4 here, but I think the situationalness of it, I mean, I think he'd do fine in Feud. I think he'd do fine in Boss. I agree Showdown, but I mean, just the fact that is he going to be competitively usable in all those modes? I think it could be argued 3 or a 4, but we are where we are. So let's check out his entourage ability because this actually might be a benefit for him. So for a 5, and I'll read the entourage ability in a moment, but for a 5, this is an essential trainer or coaching ability that adds something you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, widely used trainer coaching ability helps the character being used on reach their full potential. For a 3, a niche trainer coaching ability may not be used much but very valuable. And we don't even need to worry about 2 because it's not going to be less than a 3. Right. His coaching ability is moves that generate countdown gems will generate 3 more countdown gems.
Ooh.
That's bigger than you think it is. On the surface, you're like, who cares? But
did he just revitalize Ghostbuster Cena? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, poll is live.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a pretty. So like Butch, I think is going to be benefited. Ghostbuster Cena. Anybody that's doing bonus damage from countdowns. Anybody who needs more countdowns that convert into power gems or like I could see that being really useful.
Yep.
How did it go on Cena? Lee, you have thoughts on that? Sheamus, does he work on Showboat Sheamus as well?
He should, yeah, he should work on Showboat Sheamus. Let's see. Jamanko says 3 only useful for certain countdown. Like Zorro showed him with Tech Hogan. DJ used him on Wednesday night on Cena. Marshmallow Man. Yeah, I mean, he's used on a lot. Here's what Tubob had to say. Entourage ability 5. This entourage is fantastic. The only comparison we have in game is a +1 trainer in Jimmy Uso, a +1 coach in veteran Cena, or a paywalled +2 trainer of King of Kings. This guy is +3 as a coach. Solid addition to anyone's roster in terms of an entourage character. So there you go. And Discord, the 5's got 2 votes and the 3's got 1 vote on that one. Because, like I said, not very many did solo.
Tonight, I mean, 65% over 17 votes here. I really like this ability. It's a unique ability. But man, you know, I mean, he's gonna help. He's gonna help Rhea, right? Zombie Rhea. I'm trying to think. Does he help any of my top folks? And I can't figure it out. I can't name the person that's the countdown slugger anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
D'Lo. I just pulled D'Lo, so I don't even have him worked up yet. That's cool to know. Nice.
Yeah, D'Lo will work good too. So, I mean, a 4 is fair. Just for reference, not that I mean, Bob often is pretty close on what we get with ours. Bob said he's a 19 out of 20. We power rated him a 20. A 19 out of 25. We power rated him a 20 out of 25. I would say that is pretty accurate based on what I see. But that is very low for an S+ tier character. He's very good, but that's very low for an S+ tier character. Is all I'm thinking.
He could have easily been a 19. He could have easily been a 19. There were a couple of categories where I wasn't sure how the vote was going to go. So,
yeah, I just said he could have been a 21 in a couple areas, but either way, he's definitely on the 20 is solid. 20 is a solid character. If you get him, you should not be upset about the fact that you've got him. But he is not going to be as game changing on your roster as OTC or Jacob Fatu will at all.
We don't know that yet. And here's why I'm going to say that. We don't know what they're going to do in the future with countdown gems.
It's true.
So with this entourage ability, there could easily be a person that would very much take advantage of that. Like we've been speculating all month. Maybe it's Nia Jax, right? What if Nia turn the bottom, 17 gems into countdown gems, and then he adds 3-4 more. Right? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I like the ability, and I like that it can increase something unique.
I do too. Well, let me close this out, and then Rusty will do the giveaway and some polls, because we're already almost at 7:30 here, my time, 9:30 your time. So thanks for joining us on this power rating. Did it surprise you? Do you think Solo is better than we said? Do you think he's worse than we said? Tell us in the comments section on this video on YouTube, and then be back here next Friday and every Friday as we power rate characters here from the WWE Champions main Twitch channel. Rusty, anything else?
Join us. And we just don't want to get it wrong. And so you can help us prevent that. We'll see you next time, friends.
Bye.